I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and lucky me was invited by the Heo group to bring this beautiful Bijoujo figure from the House of Kotobukiya to life as a cosplay. I decided to buy a Star Trek uniform and make it fit to my measurements because the uniforms out there are like the figure, so impeccably detailed and close to the source material, it made no sense to sew it on my own. This, by the way, makes a Star Trek classic uniform the perfect beginner cosplay. To create the iconic tricorder, I used a 3D printer and channeled my inner Klingon to assemble all pieces, but in the end it fit and it was all worth it. When it comes to 3D printing, the real work begins after assembling, with filling, priming, sanding, on repeat. But I really love to see how the tricorder came together, and I most likely can say that this is one of my most favorite props I ever made. To finish the tricorder, I had to make a test fit with the uniform because the length of the belt relates to the length of the dress's seam. So I had to make sure that both ends on the same length, like the figures. And here we go, pressing it together with glue. And here we are, almost twinsies! Of course, I didn't forget to create the iconic hand sensor for our medical officer. And fast forward, we go to the end boss of this project, the wig. Like back in the 70s, the era of Star Trek the original series, our Bijoujo figure is sporting an extreme and voluminous updo. To create this extreme volume with a wig, you need to defy gravity. Cosplayers are doing this with creating an understructure under the wig and put a separate piece for the ponytail on top of this structure so the weight is spread perfectly over the head and you can create wild shapes and big ponytails like for our Bijoujo figure. Now it's time for the bangs and to create some crazy loops and spikes the figure is sporting. And what can I say? Sometimes you really need to trust the process. The figure is really a perfect 3D cosplay reference. You can always take her in your hand, check what spike is still missing, or I don't know, where you want to add more crazy volume. It's really like having a map for wig styling. And so in the end boss was steamed and done. I'm really already so proud of this cosplay. I can't wait to jump in and show you my cosplay transformation.